Here's a delicious treat.
From our garden to yours.
Orange County Mounted Patrol. How much do you know about the Mounted Patrol unit for the Orange County Sheriffs? An amazing unit, very important in Orange County. And with me today is Terry Brewer, who is an officer, a deputy, a master deputy with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Hi, Terry, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Vince?
That's great, Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, want to hear a little bit about your unit and the types of things you do. We know, Terry, that you show up for parades, and we see you when there's funerals, but what are the other important things that your unit does?
Our most and primary important thing we do is what we call crowd control for big events. We also do things such as community policing, which similar to what we're doing right here, telling the community about what we do. Another thing we do is crime prevention. That's our biggest issue, because we'll go to different places where there's a lot of high crime going on. They'll send us out there. A good example, during Christmas they send us out to the different malls, the different shopping areas, and there we show just in other words, a presence, and it helps reduce as much as 98% the amount of car break-ins and stuff they have. We also go into areas like where they're having a lot of high drug problems, rapes, robberies, bank robberies, burglaries, places like that. We'll go into those areas. And a good example is some of these areas we've gone into, we've made several arrests. With the year 2009, 2010, we made over 300 plus arrests and wrote over 1,500 traffic citations. And last year, 2010, all the way up to this year, we hit about the same. We probably had a few more arrests than we did the year before.
That is impressive, that many arrests off horses.
Yes.
I'm surprised at that. What's so special about the horses that makes that possible?
Well, one of the special things is we have a height advantage. And we're also bigger and we're faster. So if you look at the deputy and the horse together, you're looking at a 1,500-pound deputy who can run up to about 30, 35 miles per hour and easily chase down the bad guy.
That's really impressive. Got a real important question for you, Terry.
Okay.
If there's someone out there who has a horse they think might belong in this unit, and they'd like to donate that horse to this unit, how would they move with that? What would be the procedure they would do?
Well, one of the things they could do is they could call the sheriff's office and at 407-254-7000, or they can look up in the phone book our stable number and give us a call there. And what they would do is, if they have a horse that's approximately 16 to 17 hands tall, has a good size like the horse behind us does, and has a very good, quiet disposition, chances are that horse could probably be of good use to us.
Is there a lot of training that goes into a horse that comes into the unit?
Quite a bit. Most of the horses we get are usually already set up to where you can, they'll walk, trot, and canter, where we can ride them. One of the things we want to make sure, though, is when we get a horse, that he can be desensitized. In other words, he can get used to like gunfire, things like lights and sirens, a lot of flashy colors, road traffic, things of that sort.
That's impressive. So this is something that a horse who's right could come up for. Maybe somebody's got that perfect horse out there, but what an important unit. You guys are doing a great work. It's a pleasure to talk to you today, Terry, and find out just exciting things like this. I know I've seen some of you guys at some of the major events in town, and I've been so pleased to see you there because I know how effective and how important that is. And Terry, it's a pleasure to come and visit you here at your home at the Grand Cypress Equestrian Center. This is a super place for you to be at, and a great facility, and it was a pleasure to talk to you today about it.
Thank you very much.